Hi, I'm Alex McCord, and welcome to The Real Deal on TheStir.com. Today we have episode 7 of Married at First Sight on the FYI network. And with the Real Housewives of New York City finally over, we can move to covering our newlyweds the day after the episode airs. I have to say, Married's production company, Kinetic Content, is becoming the master of the commercial break cliffhanger. There have been one or two each week, and this week it was Doug's mother asking Jamie, "What made you agree to this?" Close up on Jamie's reaction, out to commercial. Without knowing whether this is a device used on Kinetic's other shows, Married at First Sight, this technique is definitely their poker tell. It was one of several giggle moments I had last night, and believe me, a series is a winner if it makes you giggle. In any case, two sets of spouses meet family and friends this week, and Doug's mother gives voice to the concern in the back of everyone's mind from the beginning, which is, Jamie did 2 Bachelor shows. Is she taking this marriage seriously, or did she just want to be on television again? And I liked where the producers placed this confrontation, if you want to call it that. The timing was good. We, the viewers, have seen Jamie's progression, and we're now on her side, so it is great to root for her as she attempts to win Doug's mom over. If this meeting had happened earlier, I don't think we would be as invested, and we wouldn't care whether Jamie was successful or not. And speaking of Doug's mother, another giggle moment was watching Doug talk about his mom in a confessional interview. Suddenly, Doug's eyes started doing gymnastics. He looked left, he looked right, he looked up. He was giving us another reality TV tell. He was uncomfortable. Either he didn't know exactly what to say, or perhaps what the producers were looking for. He was hyper aware that his mother would eventually see everything he said, or all of the above. None of that is a comfortable place to be as talent, but it makes for great reality TV for the viewer. Jamie and Doug's story left off with them visiting Jamie's sisters and the trailer park Jamie last lived in. It was great to see such an immediate love fest with Jamie's sisters, and whether Jamie believes she is ready or not, the fact that she brought Doug to the trailer park means she's letting him in, whether she knows it or not. And this is where having a deadline and a camera crew following you can actually help, because no way would Jamie take Doug up there if the producers didn't push for it. In a way, the television crew acted as the skydiving instructor pushing you out of the plane, or the mom forcing you to rip the Band-Aid off fast. Pick your analogy. Let's leave Doug and Jamie for a moment and get to Monet and Vaughn. Whew boy! Well, this week starts out with a doozy of a fight, with Vaughn storming out, and we learn he does not like brunch. By the way, I don't think I've ever met a human who doesn't like brunch, but there's always a first time. A little later, we realize it's not actually brunch Vaughn objects to, but being the only guy at the table being picked over by women he doesn't know. Okay, I think we can all get that. The more worrisome point this week is that they are still not communicating. And during Dr. Schwartz's visit, she picks up that they are not spending a whole lot of time together outside work, and Monet's apartment looks exactly the same as it did before Vaughn moved in. Uh-oh, that's not good. I was thrilled, however, to see their story evolve in a little bit more positive note this week. Dr. Schwartz suggests cooking lessons, and at first I nearly died when the cute chef came in with her pink appetite for seduction aprons. Now, that's a real company, by the way, and you can take a class with your mate to make the exact same dinner Monet and Vaughn enjoyed. From their website, it looks like they were having From France with Love. Yes, I was about to giggle over the hot pink aprons and the aphrodisiac food until it hit me. Monet and Vaughn are communicating. Back up. What's the one thing that works about their relationship so far? Sex, right? Okay, so to start a flow of communication, talk about what works. Sex. Eureka. Talk about sex. Instead of beating each other in the head with what is not working, start talking about what does work, and bingo, you're communicating. There's still a long way to go with these two, and I still don't know whether it's going to work out. But this was the first time in a few weeks that I thought they had a chance at all. Finally, although Vaughn said he and Monet were bipolar, for me it was Cortney and Jason who have a Red Alert 180 situation happening this week. Why? Let's discuss. On the one hand, these two are so sweet. Both performers, they both support each other. This week we saw Jason attend Cortney's performance at Burlesque at Don't Tell Mama, and Cortney showed up with a sign and everything, sitting ringside at Jason's wrestling match. By the way, we have got to talk editing here. Add pro wrestling to the list of activities that should be approached with caution on reality TV. For example, if you record a song, you have to know the editors will use all your off-key outtakes. If you zipline, they will show your moment of pre-panic. And if you wrestle, they're going to show you being pinned, sat upon, and thrown down. Ow. Nevertheless, both spouses are so excited for each other, lust after each other, and it's great to see. Except the big stumbling block is the parents. Cortney tells Jason and Dr. Schwartz that her father will not Skype with Jason. He wants to meet him in person. And that makes me think, wouldn't the producers fly him in or fly them out? Whether or not the producers are willing to do it, there's also the question of whether the parents are willing to be filmed. And that's a huge part of doing reality TV. Most contracts for docu-soap reality include a clause that states you will use your best efforts to compel your friends and family to appear. There are no guarantees, but you have to try. With social experiment shows, I'm thinking it's a different ballgame. It's possible that Cortney's dad and Jason's mom just do not want to be on television. I get that. After one scene that luckily did not make it to Housewives, my mom went into hiding and only came out to film VH1's Couples Therapy with me, and that was different because that was about her and me. Parents are protective, and there are multiple levels at play here. The family are probably terrified that their child made a mistake by entering this marriage at all, and doubly terrified that their child will look bad on national TV, and triply terrified that they will look bad. They can't meet the spouse during the experiment without it being filmed, and if they're camera shy, that's an issue. And add in distance for Cortney and illness for Jason, and you can see how this is a big, hairy problem. Now, the other layer, did you catch it, is Cortney psychoanalyzing Jason, and that is dangerous territory when you've only known each other a short time. In my opinion, when you start a relationship, even if you figure out what makes your man tick by the first few dates, you don't start telling him what he's thinking. That can be presumptuous and a turnoff. So even if you know, you don't let him know you know until later. With these guys, though, the clock is ticking and everything's in fast forward. And in a confessional interview, Cortney muses that she thinks Jason is delaying her meeting his mother because he thinks his mother will get better. Cortney feels she will not get better and she wants to meet the mom before it's too late. First, that's heartbreaking. Second, it's very astute of her. And third, I'm a little afraid of Jason's reaction when he sees this episode. I hope he doesn't think that's a betrayal on the part of Cortney. It seems like she's coming from a place of good, and I hope he sees that. And just like Jamie, Jason has let Cortney in without realizing it. She wouldn't be able to pick all that subtext up if he didn't let her see it. I mean, the viewers didn't see it. Well, let me speak for myself. I didn't see it. But once Cortney said it, there was an, of course, moment. So that takes us to the end of this episode, and there are only 3 left. I'm assuming there will be more ups and downs for each couple, and we haven't seen Dr. Salona and Greg Epstein visit them yet. Then it's the decision. So let me know what you thought in the comments. Who will stay together? Who will break up? What is your gut telling you? For now, I'm Alex McCord. You are watching The Real Deal on thestir.com. If you do not subscribe on YouTube, why not? Hit the button. Have a great one, and I'll see you tomorrow.